Welcome to Southeast Wargaming. We are back. It's here. Second edition is here. We're going to do a classic matchup. It's going to be Seraphon versus Slaves to Darkness in a battle. What was it called? And we're back. It's actually called the Better Part of Valor. So we'll show you the armies and the battle plan and get this underway. Battle! So this is the mission we're going to be doing today. It's called the Better Part of Valor. What it is, there are 6 objectives set up on the battlefield, 3 in each player's territory, and what it is, we've got to have a unit controlling the objectives, which is within 6 of the centre. If you control more than the enemy, then you have control of that objective. Now, the way you get victory points is at the end of any of your turns, you can destroy one of the victory points to gain a number of points equal to how long you've held it. So, for instance, if you've held, let's say I held this victory point for 1 turn, I will gain 1 VP. But if I've held it for 2 turns, according to the rules, I will gain 2 victory points. And if I've held it for 3, I will gain 4 victory points when I destroy it. But if you've held it for the whole game, so from round 1 to battle round 5, and you destroy at the end of your turn, you gain 8 victory points. So that's the battle plan. We'll set up the armies and give you a quick showcase. Okay, so here's the Slaves to Darkness force. So Dan, what have we got?
Okay, well, if we go from right to left then.
Okay.
We've got ourselves 2 units of 5 Chaos Knights.
Mm-hmm.
One unit has the spears, the other has the ensorcelled weapons.
Nice.
They're both going to be, the whole army today is going to be siege.
Nice.
We're going to fit the bill and we're going to go magical.
Cool.
So next we've got something a bit different here. We've gone for a Magister from the Siege army list that we've allied in, because he's too cool not to, really. He's got a cool ability. And leading the army we've got Lord of Chaos.
Nice.
On foot. He's been given the Flames of Spite command trait, so he gets to add a mortal wound when he rolls a 6 to wound.
Nice.
And he's also got the Idolatrous Placard, which gives him the 5-up feel no pain on mortal wounds.
Nice.
And we've got a Demon Prince of Tzeentch.
Yep.
So he's himself a wizard as well.
Nice.
Next, we've got 2 units of 10 Chaos Warriors, flat out, and with them there in front is an Exalted Champion.
Yep. What artifact does the Exalted Champion have?
Champion, he's got the Helm of the Oppressor, so he's gonna subtract 2 from your bravery. When
Nice. And then finally, rounding it out.
Finally, we've got a nice old unit of 20 Marauders, just because they love getting themselves killed. It's
true. Playing Khorne, it's true. Right, so you have got a War Scroll Battalion, hence the 2 artifacts. So what's the War Scroll Battalion, sir?
You know what? I can't remember.
Okay, so we just had to look up the battalions. What have we got?
Okay, so I'm rolling a Godsworn Champions of Ruin battalion, which includes the Chaos Lord, the Demon Prince. No, sorry, he's not included. It's just the Chaos Lord, it's the 2 units of Warriors, and the 2 units of Knights, and the Exalted Champion.
Oh, damn, okay. So it's basically all of this apart from the Sorcerer and the Demon Prince.
Yep, and the Marauders can't be involved either.
And what does that give them?
So this gives it the Unholy Challenge.
Okay.
So during my hero phases, I can choose 1 unit from this warband that's within 3 inches of an enemy, hero or monster, and they can pile in an attack as if it was the combat phase, that hero phase. Nice.
Alright, I think that is everything, so we'll go over to my Seraphon list. So here we have the Seraphon list. We'll start with the leaders. I'm using an Old Blood on a Carnosaur. His Warlord trait will be, command trait will be the Discipline Fury, so now that's been changed to reroll 1s to hit for all melee weapons. The other leaders, I've got an Engine of the Gods. Just want to try it out. I'm not using a Slann. See what it's like with the summoning if I roll well. And I've also got a Skink Star Priest just for a little bit of magical shenanigans. So the artifact I gave My Old Blood is the Incandescent Rectresses, which is on a 3+. It's now returned to life with D6 wounds instead of D3, which is pretty sweet. And then my other leader, which is part of the Starclaw Star Host, my battalion is a Sunblood right here. So we'll go through the battalion first. So we've got the Sunblood and 3 units of 10 Saurus warriors with clubs and shields. What the Sunclaw Star Host battalion gives them is an extra attack on their bites in melee. So they have 2 attacks on their bites and additional, well, a -1 rend on their clubs, which is pretty damn sweet. So then we've got, and his artifact, taking the second one, is going to be the Coronel Shield, which is similar to the Sylvaneth Crushing Stomps from the Tree Lord. So every enemy unit within 3 inches, I roll a dice, and on a 4+, they are -1 to hit the Sunblood. So then we have 2 units of 10 Skinks, the Star Priest, a unit of 3 Kroxigors, and a unit of 5 Knights. So that is my list. So we will get deployed and start the game. So deployment complete. So we've got the Marauders. What weapons do they have, by the way? Have they got the axes or the flails?
The axes.
The axes, cool. We've got the Demon Prince on the hill, and then the battalion has dropped. So we've got the unit of warriors, the Lord of Chaos, the Knights, the Magister, another Knight, Blade Fist, Exalted Hero, and the other warriors. So just with the new rules, new Slaves to Darkness rules, because everything's got the mark of Tzeentch, a hero basically gives out an aura of their mark, so it's wholly within 9. So all of these heroes have a 9-inch bubble of rerolling save rolls of 1 if they have the mark of Tzeentch. Yeah, okay, cool. And same with the Demon Prince, but the Marauders are probably not wholly within 9. So we go over to the Seraphim deployment. We have the Skinks on the objective here, backed up by my Kroxigors. We've got the Engine of the Gods. Then we have the battalion of 3 units of 10 Saurus and the Sunblood. We've got my Star Master, the Old Blood, Skinks, and Knights. And Dan did finish deploying first. So, sir, who's going first?
I'm going first.
Okay, so we're back with the hero phase, 2nd edition, Slaves to Darkness, turn 1. Alright, just before the hero phase, we are using the terrain, so this is Mystical, which has been changed to models within 1 inch gain a 6+, effectively negating wounds and mortal wounds. The Ophidian Archway is now Sinister, so -1 bravery to units within 1. And this is a Citadel Wood, which now has the rule you can only see 1 inch through a Citadel Wood, so it effectively blocks line of sight, which is quite nice. So, hero phase, Slaves to Darkness, what are we doing?
Well, there's not much to do because my spells are out of range by just an inch or so.
Yeah.
Which is sad. So we're just going to do the basic ability from the commander.
Yep.
Which unit within 10, I'm going to choose this unit. And they're going to get his aura buff till next turn.
Nice, and that will cost you a command point. So we start the game with 1 because we both have a battalion, but Dan gained 1 in his hero phase for the new rules.
Go down to 1.
So go up to 2, back down to 1, and now they don't have to be wholly within 9 to benefit from the rerolling save rolls of 1. Okay, so you don't need to give Mystic Shield to anything, do you? Maybe the Marauders from the Tzeentch Demon Prince?
Yeah, I'll give that to them.
Okay, so 2 dice.
I might give the Magister to himself anyway,
so you have to choose, remember, 1 spell per turn.
Oh yes, that's true. So we'll give it to the Marauders, because the Marauders probably need it.
Yep, cool. Gets it with an 8. We'll just check if I can unbind. I am definitely in range to unbind with the Star Priest, so I'll attempt it. I need a 9 to dispel. Nope, I got a 6. So Mystic Shield goes off onto the Marauders. They are now re-rolling save rolls of 1.
Like all of the army.
Like all, yes. Now they feel included. It's fine.
That's true.
They felt a bit left out before. Okay, so we'll go on to the movement phase for Slaves to Darkness. We'll be back after it. End of movement for the Slaves to Darkness. The Marauders have just shuffled about with their Mystic Shield, staying on the objective. The Demon Prince has glided off the hill and landed more central. And along with the Warriors have shuffled up forward just to stay within 6 of the objective. Did the Lord run?
He just moved.
He just moved 5. The Knights moved their 10. The sorcerer moved his 5, or it's 5. The knights over here did not run. Blade Fist ran. He ran an extra 4 inches for a 9-inch move. And these warriors at the back here just shuffled forward to stay within range of the objective. So, I do believe, I thought he was lying, you have shooting.
I have shooting.
Excellent.
For the first time in a long time.
It's the Magister, right?
It is.
What's the range on him?
18.
Sweet.
Have I blocked him though?
So, you can see most things, to be honest. The models doesn't count,
No.
but
Okay,
so you can get...
I can see them.
Get the Saurus.
Quite
No,
reach
he's
him.
just out of range. And the
I
can get the cross,
just
so it's a choice of these two.
We're going to go with the unit.
The Saurus.
Oh, the unit of Saurus.
Cool.
Yes.
All right.
So,
One attack.
it's just one attack.
Yep.
But it's a nice little attack.
Mhm.
So, he needs 3s to hit. He gets it.
Nice.
He needs 4s to wound.
Yep.
He does not.
No wounds. And that would have been D3 damage, wouldn't it?
It would have.
Nice. Any more shooting, sir?
You know what? It's unlikely.
So charge phase. All right. So Demon Prince, how far is it charging? He's going to try and hope to get into the Sunblood to give an early snipe, but we'll see.
Anything's possible. So that's
A 7?
7. I don't think a 7's anywhere near. 7's
No,
nowhere near.
failed charge. Okay.
So he sits there.
So the Knights.
The
Let's see
knight's
how
going
far.
into the Saurus directly in front.
Yep. Ooh, a 9. So if we're 9.5 away, we'll measure it up.
Oh, it's going to be close.
9.5.
9.5.
Because as you need to get within half an inch. No, it's not.
So close.
Very close. Then what's their banner or stuff do?
That is a good
Because
point.
if you get that extra inch,
I don't know if it'll be anything to do with charges, though. They're not Slaneshi. I do add 1 for my Hornblower, though.
what run
Run
and charge?
rolls.
Oh, so you actually get a 10. Good job
So
we
I get
remembered that.
10,
So
so
check 10.5.
10.5.
That'll get them within half an inch.
That'll do it.
Easy. So they're gonna come in.
They're going to work.
Yep. So we'll move them in and be back. And there they are completing the charge, staying 3 inches away from this unit here. So we've got these knights to charge now.
Okay.
So we need a 9 because plus it's 10-inch charge plus 1 for your Hornblower. They get it.
It's a 9.
Damn, this is going to be.
Dead on.
So we'll be back. When they're moved in, we'll pick the first unit to swing. Going to swing with the knights first into the Saurus. So we'll get some dice. Okay, so 10 attacks from the knights. One of them hits better though.
One of them hits on 3s.
Yep.
Which it doesn't.
An extra attack. 2 attacks for the champion, isn't it?
It is 2 attacks for the champion.
So okay, so 1 hit so far. The rest hitting on 4s. So 4 hits total.
Could have been better.
Yeah.
But never mind.
Then we're wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s.
Ooh, 1 wound.
Wound.
-1 Ren, but I don't care about that, so 5 up save. Nope, that's 2 damage.
2 damage because they have blades and they charge.
So 2 Saurus die. And now the horses.
And now the horses. Always forget about the horses.
Mm-hmm.
That's another 10 attacks.
Yep.
Of which hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. Horses
1, 2,
always do
3,
well.
6 hits?
6 hits.
Nice.
Always trust your horse.
Yeah, true. And winning on 4s?
Winning on 4s.
Oh!
5 wounds.
5 wounds.
5 wounds, no rend.
5 up save. 5 more drop.
5 wounds.
That's devastating.
That's
Okay,
pretty nasty.
so I'll move them and I'll choose a unit to swing with. So I'm going to choose to swing with the Skinks and I'm going to use their Wary Fighter's ability to move 8 inches so they're no longer in combat. So after piles in, 2 are able to swing, the champion and 1 other guy. So, let's do it.
So, champion's hitting on 2s because he has an ensorcelled weapon. And
Nice.
He's a Doom Knight.
1 hit, and then 2 more
And
attacks.
2 more hitting on 3s.
So 2 hits,
2
and then
hits,
wounding
and then
on.
4s.
Okay. Oh, 2
I
wounds.
love it.
Any rend?
No rend.
So 4 up save. I take 2 wounds. 1 is down to 2 wounds remaining.
Excellent.
And then horses.
Horses, because we love them.
It's 4 horses.
2 hits. 1 wound.
1 wound. 4 up save. Nope. So that's 3 wounds. 1 is down to 1 single wound remaining. So I'll pile in an attack back. Okay, so with the Croc scores, 2 models are in range for the Moonhammer. So that's 2 dice hitting on 4s. That's 2 hits. And they wound on 3s. That's 2 wounds, and the Moonhammer has a -1 rend and 2 damage apiece.
Well, that's a 5-up save.
But you're re-rolling ones?
I'm re-rolling ones.
Yep, so
hooray.
Cool. 1 saved, so 2 damage.
2 damage. So
and is that the Holy Within, is that you just give it to them at the hero phase and then they have it?
Yes.
Oh, that's decent. Okay, nice. So that's 2 wounds go through, and then the other 2 croc scores have 4 attacks each. So 8 attacks. We're hitting on 4s. That was a good roll. Then we are wounding on 3s. So now, let me just check something. Okay, so 3 wounds, sir. No rend.
No rend?
No rend on this one.
That's fine then. 4 ups.
4 up, re-rolling ones. That's 2 damage apiece.
That's 2 damage apiece.
Yeah, it's 4 wounds.
So I've lost a total of 6 wounds.
So 2 knights so far.
2 knights are gone.
Yep, and then we will do 3 bites. So 3 bites, hitting on 4s. So we got 1 hit. It wounds on a 3. If I get a 6, something happens. It is Jaws like a steel trap. If the wound roll from attack made by the roller's vice-like jaws is a 6 or higher, the croc score clamps its blah blah blah. Both you and your opponent roll dice. If you score higher, your opponent does not make a save roll. Instead, you suffer a number of more wounds equal to the difference of the 2 dice rolls. Okay, and then you have a rune shield save against that anyway.
Okay, that's right.
So I'll roll. I got a 5.
Beautiful.
You got a 1, so that's 4 mortal wounds, but you save them on a 5 up because of rune shields.
Okay, let's test that one out then, shall we?
So 3 more, so that's
3
9.
more,
That's
so
3 knights down in total.
3 knights.
That was a painful turn for the knights.
That was very painful.
Okay, so we'll remove them and go on to Battle Shock. So before we go to Battle Shock, I've got to pile in and swing with these 3. So I have 3 attacks from the clubs. They're hitting on 4s, 2 hits. They're wounding on 3s. That's 1 wound with a -1 rend because of the Sunclaw Star Host.
Okay, so I missed it.
One failed, so 1 damage so far. Then, because of the Sunclaw Star Host, we have 6 bite attacks. 1 more dice, sir. These are hitting on 5s. My God, my rolls. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound, no rend on that one.
Okay.
Saved. So that's just the 1 wound on that unit. And then we will go into Battle Shock. So it's my turn, so I should start with the Bravery. I've lost 7 Saurus here, but the Knights give a further -1, so on a 1 or a 2, I'll be okay. Ooh, that's the unit.
That's the perfect amount.
3 more flee.
Beautiful.
Okay, so now the Knights, they've lost 3, their Bravery 8, so on a 6 you'll lose someone. Ooh, close.
Enough.
Okay, and that's going to be the end of my turn 1.
That was my turn 1.
That was your turn 1?
That was just my turn 1.
Oh my, okay, so now we'll retaliate with Lisman turn 1. Hero phase. Right, so, hero phase. I got 2 command points. I'm going to immediately spend 1 command point to do the Sunblood's command ability Scent of Weakness on the Knights, which means all Saurus that attack those Knights can reroll failed hits. Next thing, the Engine of the Gods, the power within starts whirring to life, and I get a 5. I'll have to check what a 5 is. So I can't count, it's actually a 4. That means the engine thrums furiously, brilliant white light shines forth. The Engine of the Gods and any Seraphon units within 3 heal D3 wounds. Nothing's taken any wounds within, so that's no problem. So next we've got the Star Priest. He's going to attempt to cast Summon Starlight, casting value of a 6. Gets it with an 8. Would you like to try and unbind?
I would definitely like to try and unbind with my demon roots.
An 8? No, does not. You don't get +1 to unbinding? I don't think so.
Not likely. Not likely.
No.
Not this run.
Yeah, okay. Cool, so that goes off. So this... Who do I want to put it on? I will put it on... The Carnosaur is -1 to hit the Carnosaur. Okay, so now next thing, we will... I think that's it. Go on to movement phase. I'm going to Lords in Space and Time the Knights, I think, actually. So let's see. A 4, so they can do it and they set up more than 9 inches away, but they cannot move. So back after they've moved and movement phase. So I can't count, it's actually a 4. That means the engine thrums furiously, brilliant white light shines forth. The Engine of the Gods and any Seraphon units within 3 heal D3 wounds. Nothing's taken any wounds within, so that's no problem. So next we've got the Star Priest, he's going to attempt to cast Summon Starlight, casting value of a 6. Gets it with an 8. Would you like to try and unbind?
I would definitely like to try and unbind with my demon roots.
An 8? No, does not. You don't get +1 to unbinding? I don't think so.
Not likely. Not likely.
No.
Not this run.
Yeah, okay. Cool, so that goes off. So this... Who do I want to put it on? I will put it on... The Carnosaur is -1 to hit the Carnosaur. Okay, so now next thing, we will... I think that's it. Go on to movement phase. I'm going to Lords in Space and Time the Knights, I think, actually. So let's see. A 4, so they can do it and they set up more than 9 inches away, but they cannot move. So back after they've moved and movement phase. So at the end of movement, Lords of Space and Time, the Knights are just over 9 inches away from the Marauders. The Skinks have shuffled around to stay out of line of sight, holding that objective. The Carnosaur has just moved up 10 inches. The Saurus ran 8 because they've got the drummer in there. These Saurus have just moved to just over 3 inches away, trying to get a charge on the weakness Knights, who, because of the sinister Ophidian Archway, they did actually lose 1 to Battle Shock. The Sunbloods come over to be, I don't know, about 5 inches away. The Engine of the Gods is taking more central. Crossgores haven't moved. And the Skinks are just outside of 3 because they're going to throw some javelins into combat. So we're back with the shooting phase. Okay, so first things first, the old blood will hold up his hand and let loose the Sunbolt Gauntlet at the Demon Prince. His D6 shots, getting 5 shots. He's hit on a 3. So that's 3 hits. Now, they normally wound on a 4, but because you're a Chaos Demon, they get +2 to this. They wound on a 2. So that's 2 wounds at -1 rend on the Demon Prince.
-1, that puts it up to a 5-up save.
Cool.
And one of those fails.
Just 1 wound, 1 damage.
Just 1 damage?
Just 1. We've got 10 Skinks from over here shooting into the Knights. That's 5. 10 dice. They're hitting on 5s. So we've got 1, 2, 3 hits. And they're wounding on, I believe, 4s. 2 wounds, but I will double check. 2 wounds onto these Chaos Knights on the far right flank. 4s re-rolling 1s.
That's useful.
Yes, tanks it. No wounds there. Then these are out of range, so we'll go straight onto the charge phase. So first thing, this unit of well, actually no, we'll do the Sunblood first, charging a 4 inches. So 3 plus 1 more would get him within half an inch of this guy there. So that's going to actually limit. I'm not going to spend a command point to re-roll that. The Saurus next to him are going 10, so I will move them in. The Carnosaur will try a pretty long charge. It looks to be a 9 maybe. We'll measure it in a sec. A 6 will not do it. So the Carnosaur fails his charge. So, first thing to swing with, I am going to go with the Saurus, I think. So I'll pile them in and get some dice. Right, so Saurus in the center, hitting the Chaos Knights. I'm hitting on 4s, but because of the center of weakness, I'm re-rolling. So 4 hits so far. Ooh! So was that a hit?
I think that was a hit.
Yeah. So that's going to be all hit. Then we're wounding on 3s. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds at -1 rend.
4 at -1.
4 at -1 because of the Sunclaw Star Host.
5s. None.
Reroll the 1.
No.
Okay, so that's just 4 damage. And then we have, so there's 8 guys in range, that's going to be 16 bites, so I'll get some dice. Okay, 16 bites, hitting on 5s, re-rolling. Never used this command ability before, it's good.
It's very good.
So that's going to be 7 misses, re-rolling. And I'm rolling pretty hot today with these dice, to be fair. Wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. No rend on this one.
5 wounds, no rend.
So 4 up re-rolling ones.
2 failed.
2 failed, so that's
6, so that means 2
guys drop. And that's going to be it. So we'll go over to your picks. So have a think and we'll be back. Okay, so we've got the champion and a banner bearer swinging into the Croc scores. So that is 4 attacks, 2 of which hit on 2s.
Yep. Well, let's see if he can do it. He managed it this time.
Huzzah!
And the other guy on 3s gets
so 3 hits.
3 hits.
Force to wound?
3s.
Oh, 3s, yeah, because they're knights, yeah.
Was it 4s? Now I can't remember.
I'm questioning. Questions!
Always have the rules to hand.
Yeah.
Chaos Knights, they want to force with their swords.
Nice, okay.
And 1 of those.
So 4 up save. Could finish 1, it does not. But the horses might.
The horse is better.
4 attacks.
We've got 4 attacks, 4s and 4s. 3 through.
Yep.
And 1 through.
1 wound, 4 up save.
Oh.
Makes it. Okay, so the logical choice is to swing with the Sunblood. So I'll get some. The Coronal Shield, which I forgot about on the Sunblood, they haven't attacked yet, so it made no difference. On a 4+, your knights will be -1 to hit. They are. Okay, so we've got 5 attacks from his mace hitting on 3s, re-rolling because he is a Saurus. No 6s though, so no explodes, and then wounding on 3s for 2 wounds, no 6s, so they're only -1, 1 damage.
-1, 1 damage. So
1 wound.
1 wound.
And then we've got 2 bite attacks hitting on 4s, re-rolling. That 6 is actually D3 hits, so still just the 1. And then wounding on 3s, 2 wounds, no rend.
2 wounds, no rend.
1 more wound. So that'll take wounds. 1 down to a wound remaining. And then we've got just your knights to swing back with, I believe.
It'll be my knights and your crocs.
Yes, okay, so we get some dice and be back. Okay, so, knights, who are they swinging into, sir?
They're going to swing into the Saurus.
The Saurus?
So try and pick off a couple of numbers.
Yeah, fair.
The Doom Knight's going to hit on 4s because...
+1, -1,
yeah.
Doom Knight hits once.
Doom Knight hits once, and his Banner Bearer...
hits once too.
Well.
That's not bad.
That could be worse.
Then 3s to wound.
3s to wound. 1.
1 wound. No rend because you didn't charge, but it doesn't matter. Failed, so that's 1 drop so far. Then the horses.
Horses. 4s and 4s, or 5s and 5s.
5s and
4s.
5s and 4s, yeah.
5s and 4s.
Only made 1 difference, to be fair.
Yeah.
And then
yep,
wounds. 5 up save. Made it. Okay, so now we'll go with the Croxagores. So still 2 in range. I'll just do the Moonhammer. Hits on a 4. Wounds on a 3. Re-rolling 1s because skinks are within 3, but that's 2 wounds. -1. 5 up save.
5 ups.
Re-rolling 1s. So that's 2 damage. 4 damage. So that's 4 damage so far. 4. Then the Croxagores themselves, 4 attacks each, hitting on 4s. So we got 5 hits, wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s because skinks are nearby. So we have 4 wounds, no rend.
4 wounds, no rend.
Re-roll the 1s.
Could make a difference.
So 2 more. So 4 more damage. That's 8. I think that's the unit.
That's
yeah, that's the unit dropped. Okay, so I think that's everyone.
Yep.
And we're going to go on to priority. I forgot. Oh, just out of interest, I did forget to charge the knights in, but we're not taking any backsies at the minute. And I forgot to put a serpent shield on someone. But yeah, you live and you learn. That's the way it is. So we're going to priority. You win ties because you went first.
Yes.
So I roll a. I knew it. For some reason, I knew I was going to roll a 6. I'm sorry.
You win a tie.
It's one of these games. No. So we don't have access to the endless spells yet. This is where I would choose to go first or second, and if I went first, then the endless spells would happen. As it stands, I don't know. Do I need to go first? Do I need it? I actually don't think I do. Maybe that's the wrong decision, but I'm going to give you the first turn, sir.
I'll take it.
I'm going to give you the first turn. So we're back with Hero Phase for Slaves to Darkness, turn 2. Okay, so Hero Phase, what's happening?
Hero Phase is going to be primarily magical.
Cool, so we gain a command point because it's your Hero Phase, up to 2. He heals a wound.
Demon Prince is awesome.
Because Soul Eater thingy-majig.
Yes, he loves eating souls.
Hell yeah. Right, so command abilities and magic, sir.
So I'm not going to bother with the command ability this time.
Okay.
Because no one's really within range and he can keep these guys occupied, so that's fine.
No,
so
that's
we're
fair.
going to go with magic, and
Cool.
we're going to start with a bolt of change from the Magister.
Ooh, into who?
Into the Croxagores.
Nice, 18-inch range. Oh, by the way, none of us could fail Battle Shock last time, so there was no need to roll it.
So, I need a 7 to pass.
7 to pass.
See if we get it.
Ooh, it gets it with an 8. I will attempt to unbind with my 1 unbind per turn, so I need a 9. No, I got a 4.
That's good.
So, Bolt of Change. What does it do? Read it out.
Bolt of Change. The Magister hurls a bolt of energy at the foe. Within 18 inches, the unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. If any models were slain by this spell, before removing the first slain model, I can add a Chaos Spawn to my army and set it up within 3 inches of the slain model.
That's so cool. Oh, okay, D3. So you're definitely going to get a spawn.
I'm definitely getting a spawn. I chose well.
Oh, so I'll bring the next one down to 2 wounds. Killed it, so I won't remove this model yet. So within 3 inches, you can set up, well, just over 3, you can set up a spawn.
So,
which side would you like it? This side or that side?
Oh, we're going to go behind him. Let's face it.
So within, Gribbly. So turns into that thing. It doesn't look that much different. Awesome. Okay. So what else do we have? No more magic, or
we
just
do
the
have
one?
a magic.
Oh, we've got the
an
of
arcane
course.
Bolt from the Demon Prince.
Fair. Who's that going to shoot at?
It's very tempting to just pick off a random dude at this point because Arcane Bolt's a bit more.
It's a bit more of a I don't have anything to do kind of spell.
Yeah, let's see if I can just throw a random Saurus off these guys' backs.
But the good thing about it, if you do roll a 10 or more, you get the D3 back.
That's true.
So let's have a go. No, doesn't even go off.
That's very poor.
With the 3.
Very poor.
No bolt for thou.
Well, that could be better.
So we'll go on to movement phase. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I've forgotten for this battle report so far. I think we've mentioned everything we forgot. May have made a few mistakes like the wholly within 9 thing, but we will rectify it this turn. So we'll go on to the movement phase for Slaves to Darkness. Quickly back to the hero phase before we move on. Unholy Challenge, the War Score Battalion. These knights are going to pile in and attack. Who are they going to fight? Who are they going to attack?
It has to be a hero.
Oh, it has to be a hero or
or monster.
Okay, so they're going to attack the Sunblood. Nice.
They are going to attack somebody because that's life.
Yes.
Are they still?
No, it's at the start of the combat phase.
Okay, that's
so
right.
they are full strength.
So the leader is
Hits once. And then the other guy
and the other guy
hits once.
hits once.
And 3's to wound.
Both.
Ooh, nice. I get a 4-up save, which I make 1, so I lose a wound. And then the horses.
Horses, because we love them.
Nothing. So I lose a wound. I think I'm down to either 5 or 6. I will double check. Movement phase done. The Demon Prince has flown forward just to be outside of 3 of both Thesaurus. The Warriors, they didn't run, did
No,
they?
there's been no runs.
No runs. These guys, the Sorcerer, the Chaos Lord moved forward. The Warriors moved forward because we read when you leave an objective, it's still under your control until the enemy takes it. And the battle plan is you can destroy an objective you control. So we don't see there's any reason why we can't move away from it and destroy it. So the Warriors have moved up to reinforce the other Knights. The Marauders have moved over to be, 6-7 inch charge away from the Knights. So we'll go on to shooting phase. So what has shooting? Your Sorcerer, your Magister. Nice.
Oh yes, my Magister. That's all he's got.
Hell yeah. Who are you shooting at?
He's going to shoot at the Croxcalls again. He's got beef with them.
Yep, understandable.
That one shot
Hits.
hits.
Then force to wound.
So force to wound.
Yeah, I think it's 3's to hit, 4's to wound. Oh, we'll now have to double check.
Yes.
Okay, so failed wound. And that's all for shooting, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be onto the charge phase. So where are we starting?
Okay, let's start with the Lord into these.
Yeah,
here.
roll it up because you might get a crazy long bomb charge and charge something else.
It's not 2 dice, it's just 1 dice.
Yeah, it's 2 dice. 2 dice.
Of course.
A 4. You can spend a command point to re-roll that. You're in, I think. 4.5 inches.
4.5.
Yeah, you're in.
Okay, so. Right.
Cool. Next charge. What's
Next
happening?
charge. I want to see if these warriors
Can get him.
into that Saurus unit there.
That's cool. Let's see.
That's
4.
going to be a no.
Let's have a look.
It's
So
going to be a solid no.
Oh yeah, you're 6 away. Now, you can spend a command point, because you are within 6 of a hero, to re-roll that charge.
I think it's probably worth it this time, because that's a good unit that's well in charge range for you next turn. So
that's true. And you saved your command point because you didn't spend it this turn. So down to 1, re-roll the charge. Better, a 10, so we'll move them and then we'll move on. So after the charge, ending up like that, still staying over 3 away from the Carnosaur and the Stegodon. Okay, who's charging next?
Let's bring these Marauders into this.
Marauders.
Let's see if they can do it. I think they need a 6.
Yeah, 6 or 7 will measure up. If it's a 7, 7 should do it. They should get 7.5 away roughly.
7.5.
Cool. Okay, so we'll move them in. And is there any other charges?
Demon Prince.
Okay, we might as well roll him up because he's far away, so it's not going to interrupt anything.
He is.
Let's see.
Let's go. He's going to go for this.
I mean, you don't have to declare, roll it, and then you can choose not to or out. 7-inch charge.
7 inches is fine.
Yeah, so you can go into this unit. You can go back here if you want, because you've got fly.
Yeah. I mean, 7 inches gets me about there, so. Well, then again, I don't think he's suited to go for that. Just yet. Let's try and clear out some of these bonuses.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, he'll go this way.
So your front of your base can end up about there, so you can go right there. Nice, perfect. All right, and then we'll move the Marauders and you'll swing with your first unit. So just at the start of the combat phase, the Demon Prince and the Knights are within 3 of the Coronel Shield Sunblood. So the Knights are -1 to hit, and the Demon Prince is -1 to hit, paying for itself. So we're going to swing with these Chaos Warriors. We're not going to piling, so piling them in would bring either the Carnosaur or the Stegodon into combat. So we'll get some dice and be back. Okay, so how many attacks?
They have 2 attacks each, and there's 6 guys in.
12 attacks, but
so
2 hit better.
2 hit better from the captain, who hits on 2s.
Swing! 2 hits.
2 hits. Everyone else
the rest.
on 3s. Pretty nice.
Nice.
That's unusual for me.
2 less hits.
Okay, so 10 got through.
Sick.
And they are wounding on 4s.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of 3s.
4?
4 got through.
2 dice. So, okay. So, I'm not wholly within cover, so no save bonus for me. So, 5 up save. I lose 3 warriors. So, 3 Saurus go down. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's over to me. I'm going to have a think and be back. So I'm opting to swing with the Knights over there, piling. So 6 attacks from the guys on top. They hit on 4s. So that's 3 hits. And they wound on 3s. 1 wound, no rend, so 1 6-up save.
1 6-up save.
Nope, so 1 dead. And then we have 5 the bites on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitting on 5s. That was better, so 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds, no rend. So that's 2 6-ups. 2 more 6-ups for the Marauders. Oh nice, so only losing 1 more, so that's 2 dead. And then the actual cold ones themselves have 2 attacks each. So that's 10 attacks. Which hit on 3s. Random music. Then wound on 4s. 2 more.
2 more.
No rend.
2 more, no rend.
Cool. So 4 in total drop from that unit. Okay, so it's over to your next pick. Do you know what you're going to swing with?
I think I might as well go with that Demon Prince.
Demon Prince? Okay, so we'll get some dice and be back. So, Demon Prince swinging 4 attacks from his sword. Normally hits on
3s, so hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s into the Saurus because of the Coronel Shield. 2 hits, only made 1 difference to 1. Wounding on
3s.
Okay. That's 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Negative.
Negative 1.
So I ignore that, so 5 up. 1 goes through.
1 goes through, and that is D3 damage.
Nice. So 2 drops so far, so I'll take these 2.
And then 3 attacks from his talons.
Yep, normally hitting on
4s.
So 5s. Made no difference.
No difference at all.
And then
to wound 3s.
Cool. Boosh. Negative.
Negative none.
Okay, so 5 up. Nope.
That's 2 damage.
So that's 2 more destroyed, which I'm going to take these 2 here. Oh no, actually. I'm going to take these 2 here. Okay, that was a good swing, even with the minus. So I will go with... I'll go back with the Saurus, I think. So we've got 3, 4, 5, so 6 attacks from the guys. What's the artifact on your Lord of Chaos?
My Lord of Chaos.
5 up mortal wound shrug?
Yes.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 attacks from the guys on top. They're hitting on 4s against the knights. They are rerolling because Scent of Weakness stays on them. And they're wounding on 3s. So that is 3 wounds onto the knights with a -1 rend. Normally no rend, but because of the star host. So 5 up. So 2 wounds. That will finish off. There's 1 wound left.
He does have a wound on him.
Yeah.
So he's going down to... Champion will go down to 2 wounds.
Yeah. So Banner's dead and down to 2. Then I've got one of those, so 5 to 10 bite attacks. Again, +1 attack because of the star host. Hitting on 5s, re-rolling. That was an exceptionally good roll anyway. Holy crap. 2 missed for hitting on 5s. Wounding on 4s. We have 4 wounds, no rend.
4 wounds, no rend.
And you get to reroll the 1.
To reroll the 1.
Which makes it dies. I do take the unit out.
Too close.
Okay, so over to your pick. You've got your Lord of Chaos.
Got my Lord of Chaos.
Your Marauders.
But more importantly, there's a spawn.
There's a spawn. Okay, let's do it. I think he's got 2d6 attacks.
He definitely does.
And if you roll a double,
then he hits on 3s and wounds on 3s instead of 4s.
Oh yeah, gribbly mass of flesh. 7 attacks.
4s and 4s.
Cool.
5, 6, 7. 4s and 4s. Then freakish mutations.
3 hits. 1 wound. 6 up save. Nope. 1 drops. I assume it's 1 damage.
So. It is. I think so. Yes.
Okay. So over to me.
Your Sunblood's no longer.
He's still within 3.
Is he still within 3?
Oh yes.
Oh, sad times.
That's why I was killed people from out there. He was very close because remember there was 3 dudes or 2 dudes here kind of blocking the way. I wouldn't have been able to do it if the knights didn't die and those guys were still there. I would not have been able to do this. So I'll go with the Sunblood who will pile in to the Demon Prince. So I have 5 attacks from the mace. Hits on 3s, no rerolls here. Good thing too.
Ooh.
Then wounds on 3s. So that 6 is D3 damage. They're both -1.
Okay.
So 1 at a time. So the D3 damage,
D3
5 up
damage,
save.
5 up save.
Good. And then the 1 damage 1.
No.
Okay,
so it does take a damage.
Yeah, and then 2 attacks from my bites. 1 hit. Wounds on a 3. No wounds.
No ones.
Yeah, no wounds. So it's back over to you, sir. So you've got your Lord of Chaos,
Got my Lord of
and your
Chaos
Marauders.
And my Marauders. Let's pile in some Marauders.
Okay, so we'll pile them in and be back with a bucket load of dice. We have 11 attacks from Marauders, but you need to roll to see if they go crazy or something.
I do.
That's a 4.
That's
well,
a
5 plus, 4
so
plus.
that will do.
Plus
That
1 to
means
hit.
They'll now hit on 3s
Nice.
and wound on 4s.
So we've got 11 attacks.
11 attacks.
There's 6 there.
That's perfect. I've got 5 hits.
Hitting on 3s now because they're fanatical and chaosy.
Because they love it.
They
and
do.
they reroll 1s to hit as well.
Nice.
Because of their icon.
Sweet.
So that was pretty nice.
Not bad at all. 4s to wound, I assume?
4s to wound.
3?
3.
3 saves, 5 up, because apparently we don't wear armour. That kills 1 and puts a wound on another. So could you take one off the far closest to you? Yeah, and then put a wound on the next one guy over. Alright, so I've got the Saurus to swing, so I'll pile them in and be back with their attacks. Violins, I can get 6 able to swing, so that's 7 attacks including the champ. I'm hitting on 4s, no rerolls here, so I only hit twice. And I'm wounding on 3s for 1 wound and -1 rend.
1 wound and -1.
Gravy. And then I've got 12 bite attacks. Again, +1 attack because of the star host. 2, 4, 6. Hitting on 5s. for 3 hits, and then we're wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. No rend, so 4 up save.
4 up.
2 wounds, so 1 drops. Okay, Lord of Chaos.
Lord of Chaos.
Lord of Chaos.
He's finally ready to unleash some hell.
He is indeed.
Now prove it. Let's prove it. Okay, so he's got 3 attacks with his Reaper Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s.
Nice. 1.
1.
Negative.
-2.
Ah, don't ignore it, so that goes through.
That goes through, so
2
that's
damage?
2 damage.
Nice, so that's 2 dropping so far. Okay.
And he makes 3 attacks with his Chaos Sword.
Nice.
3s and 3s.
2 hits.
Oh, and a 6 is an extra mortal wound because he has.
It is
Flames of
indeed. So
Spite.
that's another one. And rend?
No rend on this one.
5 up save. Nope. Okay, so that's another 2 drop. Right, so on to Battle Shock. Let's do yours first because it is your turn. So.
Yes, Marauder's lost 4 guys and they have a bravery of 5.
And I have got a banner, so you're +1 to this dice roll, basically.
Okay. So
You roll
Wow.
a 2, technically.
that could have been a lot worse.
That could have been a hell of a lot
One guy
worse.
leaves.
Nice. Oh, you still do need to roll here because I've got the Blood
I
Roar
do.
ability.
So I just
Yeah.
need to get less than 6, really.
Yeah, and I need to beat your score, I believe. Yeah, and then I need to beat your score. I'm gonna have to double check if it's equal or beat. Need to beat the roll. What's next?
So you need to decide on this guy.
Right. So I've totaled it up. I have, with this guy, I have 7 in range to claim the objective. If I lose him, then we're equal. So, do I spend a command point, which I think I do, to stop him fleeing? So I am going to do that within 6 of a hero, so my Sunblood will say, you ain't fleeing. And there goes my last command point. Right, so Skinks can't fail. They ran away, by the way, as their combat choice. And I think we'll go into my turn too. I think, yeah, I can't fail bravery over there. So yeah, my hero, Seraphon hero phase, turn 2. Of Dan's turn 2, he may burn some objectives. So what are you thinking?
So if I burn them on this turn,
You'll get 2
I'll get
points.
2 points.
Correct.
If I wait till next turn,
You'll get 4 points.
4 points.
Yeah.
So I would say at most, there's a risk. There's a risk in keeping them out there undefended.
It's true.
This one feels safe right now.
Remember, I can teleport.
Oh, you can teleport.
I can teleport.
So wrong. Well, then all it would take, if I burned all 3 now, all it would take was you to have 1 by the end of the game.
Yeah, and you not to get
and
any
to
of
not get any
mine.
others. This is a very difficult option.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to burn the central token,
Fair.
and I will risk the others for now.
Fair.
So-
That's understandable.
I'm going to claim myself 2 victory points.
Oh, yeah. Dan is now in the lead, so we'll go over to the Seraphim hero phase. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to roll for the engine. Wearing to life, I get a 9, which is... I have no clue. So a 9... An enemy unit within 25 is hit with a bolt of azure energy that shoots from the engine, suffering d6 mortal wounds.
Oh, jeez.
I'm doing to the Demon Prince.
Demon Prince.
Demon Prince. 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
He takes them. He takes them hardcore.
Okay, so that's the engine done. Next thing, I've gained a command point. I'm gonna... I feel like I want to spend it and target this unit, so I'm re-rolling hits against them. Yes, I'm going to put Scent of Weakness on this Saurus unit. Next thing, magic. Star Priest is going to attempt to cast Summon Starlight. Casting value of a 6. I get it on a 6. Would you like to unbind?
I will definitely try and unbind with the Demon
So you
Prince.
need a 7. Unbound. And the magic was so powerful, the tree fell over. Okay, so that's unbound, so no Summon Starlight. So I think that's it. I think that's everything for the hero phase. So we'll go on to Seraphon movement phase. Just before the end, I'm going to teleport this unit. They can, but they can't do it. They can't do anything afterwards. Well, they can charge, but they can't move. So I'll set them up and then go on to movement. Movement phase complete. The skinks end up over there. Gonna take control of that objective by the end of the turn. These skinks have shuffled to the left, to my left, to screen the Crocscores, who have just turned around, staying 3 away from the spawn. The Stegodon is just moved up just outside of 3 over here. The Old Blood has moved around to get a good charge in. Knights have stayed where they are, and I think that brings me on to movement, and I mean shooting. Right, shooting phase. Stegodon into the Demon Prince. Hitting on 5s with the javelins. Winning on 4s. 2 wounds. No rend.
No rend. 4 up. Oh.
Blam!
Wow.
Taking 2, up to 6 wounds.
He's got 2 left.
2 left.
Only 2 left.
2 left. Okay, the Sunbolt Gauntlet from the Old Blood has 2 shots. Hits on a 3. Wounds on a 2 against the demon. 1 wound and -1.
5 up. No.
Down to a wound left. These skinks over here are going to put their 10 javelins, nope, 9 javelins into the spawn. It's 10, 9, hitting on 5s. For 3 hits, wounding on 4s, 1 wound on the spawn.
1 wound on the spawn.
Probably
You know
a
what?
5-up save, I would have thought.
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, the spawn's so random, but it literally could be anything. You might have the best save in the game.
2-up, re-rollable.
As it is, it's a 5-up.
Okay.
So is it 2?
No, just the 1.
Just the 1.
Nope, take a
Spawn down
wound.
4 wounds.
Oh yeah. Right, so 4 wounds down the spawn, let's do some charging. So we'll go from right to left. The Crocscore's charging enough.
Oh, that's going to be squishy.
The Old Blood, enough. That's fine over there. Then what I'll do, I don't think... Oh, the Stegodon, we might as well charge a Stegodon. Yep, gets enough to get where I want him to, which will be like so. Right, so we're gonna swing with... I want to do the Carnosaur, I think, because of center weakness.
Tear through the backs of those warriors.
Yeah, first things first, do I stomp this from the Coronal Shield? Yes, Demon Prince is -1.
Yay.
I think that's my new favourite item. Sword Old Blood on Carnosaur. So, Sunstone Spear. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. I'm re-rolling 1s because of my command ability, but re-rolling because of center of weakness. So 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. For 1 wound, -1 rend on the warriors.
Okay, we'll take that. Now
So that's D3. So that's going to kill, well...
1.5.
Yeah, 1.5. Then we have the Clawed Forelimbs for the Carnosaur, hitting on a 3. 1 hit, but re-rolling. And then wounding on a 3. No wounds. And then we have the Massive Jaws, which have 5 attacks. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling. So 2 hits so far, so 3 hits. Wounding on 3s for 2 wounds, -1 rend.
Either.
3, oh, re-roll 1s. You are wholly within 9 of a hero. Nope, so 3 damage on top of, yeah.
So that's another 2 guys go.
So how many damage did he do?
In total, 6 damage was done by this guy.
Nice. So that's 3 dropped from him. So that's over to your choice, sir.
Well, you should have killed that Demon Prince because now he's going to attack.
Go for it. Your mind's on to hit, man.
Sure, that's fine. He's got 6 wounds and this guy does a lot of damage.
That's true, actually. It's very, very true.
So he's going to do his Hellforged Sword into the Sunblood.
Yeah.
Hitting on 4s this time because of he's blinded.
Yeah.
Oh.
Womp, 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 boing.
Well, he's got some claws.
It's true. They can still do it.
They can,
No, they can't.
but you know, one hit.
Okay.
Points on 3s.
I ignore the rend.
No rend.
So 4 up. Nope.
2 damage.
So down to 4 remaining. Right, next, amazingly, I will do, should we, I feel like I want to do, I don't know, I'll do the Stegodon, which is going to put the Skinks, wait, actually, what does it have for melee ability? He's going to put everything into the warriors, so 4 attacks from the sharpened horns, hitting on 3s. No rerolls because it's not a Saurus unit. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound at a -1 rend for that.
1 wound?
Yep. So 5 up save, rerolling 1s. Ooh, tanked. And then I have 3d6 crushing stomps. So 8, 12, 6, 9, 2 more dice please. Thank you, sir. These are 4s and 4s. But I get +1 to wound because I charged. So 4s, no rerolls here. So 5 hits. Then 3s now. So that's 5 wounds at no rend.
No rend.
So 3 more damage.
3 more damage.
So that'll kill a dude.
Kill a dude and a half.
Yeah. And then it'll be over to your pick.
That guy my pick.
Okay, swinging with the warriors back into the Saurus. There's 5 guys, that's 10 attacks. 1 guy hits on a 2 though.
Yes, he does. So,
And of course he misses once. As is tradition.
Of course he misses.
And now 8 more.
8 more.
On 3s. Oh, that was pretty bad.
I mean...
Oh, actually, no, it wasn't that bad.
It could have been.
It could have been a lot worse, yeah.
So we got half and 3.
Then 4s to wound.
4s to wound.
2.
2.
5 up save. 1 drops. So I'll take the drummer because I don't think I need. Oh, actually no, I can't. I'm actually gonna take this guy. It won't get me out of coherency.
Yeah.
All right, so over to me.
Yep.
I kind of want to do the lone warrior, but he's not going to do jack. He might. I'll do the croc scores. So there's only 1 enemy with range in the Moonhammer, hitting on a 4, and wounding on a 3. Does not wound, and then we got 4 attacks from the other guy, hitting on 4s. Whoa, okay. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, no rend, so 5 up. So that's 4 damage.
4 damage.
How many? He's already taken 1.
4 damage left.
Okay, so the croc scores paced their former friend. They saw him change into that, kill a skink, and then pasted him.
Yeah.
Okay, over to you, sir.
I'm going to go with my marauders next.
Good idea. So we'll pile them in and get some dice.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, actually, roll a dice. See if you get your +1 to hit. You get +1 to wound as well.
I do.
Cool. So again, we'll pile them in and get some dice. So 13 attacks from the Marauders, +1 to hit, +1 to wound, hitting on 3s into the knights.
3s. So many 1s and 2s.
Yeah, it really was. You reroll 1s because you're better.
I do. That is useful. Okay. Slight improvement. Let's get rid of these nasty 1s. 3s again.
3s to wound.
So many 1s.
So 4.
4 through.
And 1's already on a wound, so 5 up save. So that will just kill.
Kill that one.
Wow.
First.
Okay, I can't complain at that. That's
that
awesome.
Could have been worse.
So I will do the lone champion versus your Chaos Lord. All right, so 2 attacks from the champion, hitting on a 4, no rerolls, wounding on a 3. That's 1 wound, -1 onto your Lord. 5 up, makes it. And then 2 attacks from the bites, hitting on 5s, both hit, wounding on 4s, 1 wound, no rend. Rerolling 1s.
Oh.
Takes a wound. Okay, so we're back with Dan's pick. Right, Chaos Lord swing back into the hero Saurus. 1 hits. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, yeah, that's
Mortal and -2. I don't ignore that.
It would have been tough.
Yeah. Okay, so I've just got the knights over there to swing. So that's 4 attacks from the guys on top, hitting on 4s, 2 hits, wounding on 3s, 2 wounds, no rend.
Well, they're fine. They don't care.
Alright, so t-shirts work. And then we've got 3 bite attacks, hitting on 5s for 1 hit, wounding on a 4, no wounds. And then the actual stars of this cavalry unit, the Cold Bloods, hitting on 3s. There we go.
That's easier.
And then wounding on 4s for 1, less easy.
No.
Yeah! So how many did I kill? 2?
Killed 1.
Killed 1.
Killed 1.
Amazing. And I think that's going to be the end of my turn. So... Oh no, Sunblood. Haven't attacked with him yet.
Yeah, he hasn't been. My Demon Prince is still alive.
Yep. So 5 attacks with the club, hitting on 3s. No rerolls here though. Ooh. Then, oh, no, that wasn't 6. And then winning on 3s, 2 wounds, -1, 5 up save. And he's okay! Bites. Hitting on 4s. Oh god. That turns into 2d3 hits. So 3 hits. Oh. Wounding on 3s. So 2 wounds, no rend. Got him with bit to death. So, hang on 2 seconds, sorry about the dog. Going into Battle Shock, just the warriors on a 6, 1 will flee, but you get +1 to this roll. Now, don't give a crap. So, at the end of my turn, I'm going to burn some objectives. I'm going to burn this one for 2 points. And I'm also going to burn the middle objective for 2 points. So if I just move him out of the way, because I still control that. So I'm up to 4 VPs, which I will mark on this dice. Nope, that's fine, I'm cheating. Okay, 4 VPs, and we go on to turn 3 priority roll. Again, you win ties, sir. I got a 5, 5 or a 6.
Oh,
ooh, you get to win. So, would you like to go first or second?
I would like to go first.
Cool, excellent. So we'll go on to hero phase, turn 3. Turn 3? Yeah, turn 3. Slaves to Darkness. So just as a footnote, I've burnt that objective too because my skinks took over it. Right, I think we know what we're doing, so let's do it.
So my hero phase, I'm using my warband ability for this unit of warriors to pile an attack in the hero phase.
Oh yeah.
We're going to get 10 attacks.
So that's amount of dice. Cool.
So 2 hit on.
All going to the Saurus?
All into the Saurus, because why bother with the giant thing there? Oh, thank God we hit on 2s.
Yeah, that made a difference.
And the 3s.
Not bad.
Not bad at all, just 1 miss.
1 miss.
That's really nice.
Then wounding on 4s. Nice.
That was much nicer. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
7.
So 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 up saves for the Saurus. So I lose 6. That's the unit. You got the unit dead.
That was worth
I'm
it.
glad I burnt that objective because that would have been yours.
Success for me there.
I'll move them in a sec. Okay, so what else are we doing in the hero
well,
phase?
that changes what I wanted to do with my bolt of change. So instead, I'm going to bolt of change this unit of skinks in the front because I want another spawn.
Yep, understandable.
So let's try and cast this up.
On a 7?
On a 7.
Gets it with an 8. I'll attempt to combine with the Star Priest, should be within 30. So I need 9. I don't get it.
Don't. That's D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds.
Okay, so 2 are going to drop, but we're going to get a spawn.
And we get a spawn 3 inches away.
So this guy's going to die, so you can do it 3 inches from him. Where's the widget? So yeah, just on the corner there.
He's just lying around here.
Nice.
Sneaking about. And because I rolled a double on my casting...
Oh yes, you can cast another spell. Nice. Alright, so what are you going to do?
He's just going to do an arcane bolt.
Arcane bolt, yeah.
But this time he's going to shoot into the Sunblood.
Cool. I can't unbind anymore. You got a 10, D3.
D3?
Yep.
That was really useful then.
Kablam! 2. Down to 2.
Very nice. And I would say that is my hero phase done.
I think that was pretty successful.
That was a very successful hero phase.
So we'll go on to your movement for Slaves to Darkness. They're locked in combat, so nothing here. Just outside of 3 of the Sunblood, and moved up just about 4 inches away from the Skinks. Okay, so shooting.
My Magister is going to take a long shot into the Crocscores at the back.
Nice, hitting on a 3.
He hits.
Hits. Falls to wound.
Falls to wound. Can you do it?
No.
But that happens.
Indeed. Then we're on to charge phase.
Charge phase.
So, roll it up. Where are we going?
I want my lord into your sunblur.
Okay, do it. You're in.
Man,
So
you should have 2 wounds as well.
he's actually because you've put taken 1. I've put taken 4.
Oh, okay.
So, but normally I'm used to saying he's got 2 wounds
so
remaining. Yeah, so I thought I'd just I'd match you. So 4 wounds taken.
So he's gonna move.
Cool.
This unit is still technically in combat with him.
In both,
so
yeah.
Both, so that's fine. They will deal with that.
So over here.
We'll take the Exalted Champion. He gets a 9. That seems pretty fair.
You could go around here if you really wanted to.
I think he probably will, just to get out of the way. So
And you gained a command point, so you're back up to 2 because you've barely spent this game.
Yeah, just like 1 turn basically.
Yeah.
This unit is going to charge in.
Yep.
Going to charge in nicely. We'll deal with that in a second. Unless...
Yeah, we'll move that. There's no other charges, though. So yeah, we'll move that back and be with the first unit to pick. Oh, spawn.
Oh, the spawn. The spawn's going to charge at the Croxagons. Why not? He loves it. I want him to. Why not? Time out.
Cool. Right, so we'll be back and move them in. Chaos Lord swinging into the Sunblood. Reaper Blade, 3 attacks.
3 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
1 hit. I've only got 2 wounds left.
2 wounds left. Wound. Wound hits.
-2, right?
-2.
I still ignore it because of the Aeon shield. Oh, are you -1 to hit me? Yes, but we forgot, so it doesn't matter. Save. Okay, goes through.
Goes through, that's 2 damage.
So he's up to 6, he actually has 7 wounds.
Okay.
So 1 left.
3 attacks from his Chaos Sword, hitting on 3s. Same result as last time. And 3s again.
I was looking for the 6. 4 up save. Tanks it.
He's very unfortunate.
He's okay.
He's got his 1 wound left.
Do I save the skinks? Or do I paste some crocs, paste some spawn? Or do I kill some dudes? I'm going to kill some dudes. So I'm going to pile in, staying as close as to the banner bearer. I'm going to pile in like so. So 3 attacks from the guy on top, hitting on 3s. Scent of weakness is still on, so re-rolling. Missed anyway. 3 to wound. 1 wound, -1.
-1, 5 up. Nope.
D3. So that's 3 wounds.
3 wounds, so 2 guys drop.
2 clawed forelimbs, hitting on, then wounding on 3s. 1 wound, I don't know if there's a rend on this one. Let me check.
Makes no difference, I saved it.
Yeah, you're good. So then we've got the jaws.
Painful jaws of death.
Which is hitting on a 4. Re-rolling because of Scent of Weakness. I really should look at the camera and get my... Okay, then wounding on 3s. So that is 3 wounds at -1.
3 wounds at -1. 1 save.
So re-rolling 1s. You're wholly within? Yeah, you should be.
Okay.
So 3 damage.
3 damage, so there's 1.5 guys left.
Cool. And now over to your pick.
My next pick, I want to deal with some of this Saurus cavalry.
Fair.
So I'm going to get these marauders in.
Yeah, understandable.
Let's see, 3 inches.
So we'll pile them in and be back. Marauders piled in, 13 able to swing, including the champs. Let's see if they can hit better.
Let's see. Oh, they
hit wound again! Okay, so 3s and 3s. That's a big dog that's knocked some shit over. So 3s.
Rerolling 1s as well.
Yeah, because of the banner.
Wow,
that's really good.
And that's all but 1 hit.
Wow, Marauders doing work.
And now 3s to wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 saves, 5 up. Not a bad roll, not a bad roll. 2 drop.
2 drop.
4 wounds, 2 die.
So you've just got your champion left.
Just my champ left. Cool. Okay, so over to mine. I'm going to back the skinks out with wary fighters, so BRB. Skinks have backed out with wary fighters, so back over to you, Dan.
Back over to me.
Yep.
So I've got my spawn and my chaos warriors left.
Mm-hmm.
It's that Stegodon's still within.
Yeah.
That is very sad for me.
Yeah.
Well, let's go for some Gribbly Spawn action for the fun of it.
Nice. 2d6
Who knows,
attacks.
We might get a double here. 9 attacks is going to be good enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
fours
fours.
and fours.
Nice.
All but
Okay.
one.
And then fours again.
So
3.
3.
4 up save.
Oh.
Tanked. Okay.
Well, never mind, spawning.
So I will do the Stegodon.
Yeah.
So, oosh. So he's got 3 attacks with his horns. I will double check though. Let's have a little gander. 4 attacks. Oh, why do I just think it's 3s? 3s and 3s. Okay, fine. So 1 wound, -1.
1 wound, -1.
And 2 damage.
Oh, that's 2 damage.
Cool.
So
1 drops.
1 drops, and I believe he's only got 1 wound.
Yeah. Then 3d6 crushing stomps. So 3, 6, 9, 12. 4s and 4s. 2. That wasn't 1. 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. So completely average. 5 wounds, no rend.
5 wounds.
So 4 up,
I've got to
re-rolling
get all
ones.
5 4 up.
Dead.
That's dead. That is sad, but they did quite well.
They did very well.
I had a lot more.
Okay, so
Croxigors are the only thing left that can fight now.
So
that's you.
Oh, okay. Yes, actually, just a good point. Well, no, your guys can still pile in because they made the charge move this, so he might be able to get it within 3 to swing at the Croxigors. He can indeed.
Get within half an inch, so he's going for it then.
Yeah. So then I'll swing on my Croxigors.
Okay. So this is the first time this guy's gotten to attack this turn.
Right.
This
So
game.
yeah. So we'll see what he does and be back. So D6 attacks for the exalted hero.
Let's go for it into these
Hoo-ah!
Croxigors. He's getting 6.
Nice.
He loves it.
What's he do?
He hits on 4s and wounds on 3s with rend -1.
Okay. Damn,
likes to
son!
hit.
Okay.
Wounds on 3s.
3.
3.
It's enough to kill one, so -1, 5 up save. 1 wound, so he goes down to 1 on this one, but because he's crazy, he gets to do it
He's
again.
doing it again. He charged.
Yep.
And he's manic, so he's going to get 1 attack.
He ran out of steam quite quickly.
Did. And he missed it.
I missed, okay.
That's
Could have been so much better.
sad.
So I'll do the Croxigors, so into the Moonhammer into the spawn, the other guy, well, 1 Croxigor into the spawn, the other Croxigor into your lord.
Yep.
So the spawn one, the Moonhammer, it's only got 1 in range. It hits. Wounds on a 3, rerolling 1s. Wounds -1, 6 up save on the spawn.
He does it. This spawn's not like his friend.
This is madness. The bite hits on a 4, misses. And then the other guy into your Chaos Lord, so 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. Nope, missed. And then the bite hitting on a 4. Nope, missed. Okay, that was quick.
That was quick.
So
That's my turn.
so I've got my Knight and my
you've got the-
Sunblood.
Sunblood, oh dear.
So Sunblood, 5 attacks, 3s into your Lord, of course.
Yep.
3s. This one, 1 wound at my -1 at D3 damage because it got a 6 to wound.
Okay, so 5 up. Ooh.
Rerolling 1.
Rerolling 1, cinch, thank you. Oh.
No, it's a D3. Let's take 3.
Okay then.
So 4 wounds taken, and then I've got my bite, which is 4s, and then 3s. 2 wounds, no rend, 4 up.
Range 4 up. Ooh.
Reroll the 1.
Really better work, because otherwise he may be dead.
Oh! No, he's down.
So, but this is okay,
Okay.
because you know what happens when a Chaos Lord dies?
He turns into a spawn.
He turns into a spawn.
Nice. I don't have a spawn model.
We can find something similar.
We can get something close to, even if it's just his model, but saying it's a spawn.
Yes.
Until that spawn dies eventually.
Okay, so he's now Gribbly.
Okay, so what happens? Does he just turn into a spawn there and then?
I think quite literally that Glory or Damnation. Unless they've changed it. Alright, so if the Chaos Lord is slain, you can replace him with a Chaos Swarm model. In either case, the new model is 4 wounds. So that's it. Just literally, when he dies, he's spawning.
Awesome. Okay, so he's now Chaos Spawn.
That's it.
And I think that's going to be the end of the turn.
Yes.
So
I still control this.
you do.
I'm not going to burn it yet.
Okay. Okay.
We'll wait.
All right.
So that's the end of my turn.
I've got my knight.
Oh, you've still got your knight.
4s, 1 hit. 3s, 1 wound, no rend.
Nope.
Bite
Someone
on a 5. Hits. Doesn't wound. Mount 3s for 1 hit. No wounds. Battle shock.
Battle shock.
So, you lost.
He's lost 1 guy.
Yep, I don't have a
And
banner.
they have a bravery of 5, so.
So on a 5 or a 6, you'll
5
lose
or
guys.
6, I'll lose some guys.
Nope,
they
are
they're
good.
fine. Otherwise,
I think everything's okay.
yeah, I don't think there's any other issues there.
No. So we're going to go into my turn 3. So we'll go with the hero phase. I'm just going to keep it rolling, and you'll see why in a sec. So, first of all, Engine of the Gods. 15. I get to pick a unit from the list and summon it.
Okay.
But we'll do that in a sec, because bear with me here. So, magic I don't care about. All I need to do, I'm going to Lords of Space and Time.
Oh,
those
I made a
skinks.
mistake.
Yep.
No,
they can't.
I made a good choice.
You made a very good choice. Okay. So no, that's not happening. That's crazy. No one else can run over there. Okay, so I will set up a unit then, so I'll be right. Oh, I'll do some magic as well. I will put Arcane. How many wounds does spawns have? 4?
5.
5 wounds. I will put probably Summon Starlight on the Carnosaur. Gets it with a 10. You are in range.
I am in range to the spell. I will attempt.
Need an 11.
I do
No. Okay, so Starlight's back on the Carnosaur. Alright, so we'll be back after I've set up a unit, and yeah, so BRB. My plan still might work, because I've summoned 3 Pterodons wholly within 12 and more than 9 away from an enemy. So, we'll go on to my movement phase, and we'll do it live, because if I can get to that objective within 6, then I can, yeah, I can burn it. So we'll add, no, don't clear.
What is the movement of a Pterodon?
That's what I'm just checking, sir. So let's have a look.
12 or 14. I think either way, you've got this now.
It's 14. Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, and
So-
you will claim that.
So move it over there, and then I will burn this one at the end of my turn for 4, and that one for 1, which would put me.
you well ahead
That
of
put me
my-
at 10.
my, like,
You
sum.
were banking, because you have 2 at the minute, but you were banking on
I
the
was
8.
banking on an 8,
Yeah.
trying to hold on, but I forgot that they cheated.
Yeah. To be fair, I tried cheating over there and it didn't
You did,
work,
yeah.
but then I cheated over here and it was fine because of the engine
You've got
summoning
2
units.
cheats, it's fine.
And that's game. So 10 to 2. It was actually a lot closer than it seems in points. So we will set up a post game and chat about the new edition for a bit. So hope you enjoyed that game, and we'll be right back. And that's it. First game done. Second edition. What do you think, Dan?
I'm impressed with the changes, to be honest. They're subtle, but they build up to make it a fairer game, really.
Yeah, no, I agree. Second edition overall, and I mean this was without the endless spells and stuff yet,
Yes.
which will balance that double turn out even more.
Yes.
I really like the direction they went. The new command ability and point system is like they took it from 40k, but then in my opinion made it better.
Yeah.
Because everything has a command ability generally. Every hero.
Yeah.
And being able to use all of them, even when it's not your general, gives you so much tactical viability.
It opens up a lot of doors. It means that you have to rely less on the RNG of charges.
True.
Like, if you desperately need that charge,
You can re-roll
then
it.
you can re-roll it.
Yeah.
If you desperately need that full 6-inch run, you can have it. And
True.
I think, and if you, as you needed earlier, if you need to save that single model for a battle shock test,
Yeah.
that's really useful.
And it's good because it's balanced by the fact that you need to be 6 inches of it within 6 of a hero or 12 of your general to use them. But I used I had a practice game the other day and I used all 3 of the instant command abilities in the game, and I used one in this game, but like there was points where we could have used the charge or the at the double.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I really like the changes they've done. Look outside didn't come into effect 'cause we don't have any shooting really.
But that's going to make it a lot fairer, especially where heroes play a huge role.
Yeah, heroes on foot especially, because now when I play my bone splitters, I don't mind having them out in the front line as much because they just got sniped before.
That's it, and before you'd end up not using them at all because you wanted to screen them away from crazy shooting. From
exactly.
Whoever it might be.
Yeah. So now into more army specific things. So we've got the General's Handbook, and we played the mission from that. I like the variety of missions.
Yes.
There's some in here where the objective bounces around and stuff, and that's pretty sweet. That's that crazy table you saw earlier.
Very confusing.
So from a Seraphon perspective, changes subtle but good. Like, I didn't use a slan, so you guys didn't get to see the summoning. But the fact the Engine of the Gods can just summon a unit with the random roll is quite nice, and the Pterodons won me the game. I think, honestly, yeah, I think it was great. And also, like, you got your spawns, and it didn't feel like, oh, I can't do that ability because I have to pay points for it.
Yeah.
You know?
It was...
Yeah, so sorry, we got interrupted there briefly. So we're talking about summoning and how the Pterodons won me the game, being summoned from the Engine of the Gods, and how you got some spawns out of it you didn't have to pay for.
Yep, just free spawns, just abilities, throw them out. Got, you know, the Bolt, I mean, the Magister was a beautiful wizard. I
mean, spoiler alert, Dan's thinking about going Disciples of Tzeentch, and they seem really cool.
Well, it's such interesting magic. Being able to do damage and get a unit out of it as well.
Absolutely.
It's excellent. It makes him so much valuable. Like he's only about 140 points in the new system.
Nice.
For what he comes with, it's worth it.
Yeah.
And he's got a ranged attack, which Chaos they haven't had much of that.
No, it's true.
A good ranged attack, a nice staff, it works.
If you're going Disciples of Tzeentch as well eventually, you'll have a lot more range. You have magic and range, and you're not that bad in combat, especially like the Skyfires and stuff. They're actually really decent.
The Zangors look very good, so that'll be included.
But yeah, I really love the direction. So I do apologise if we got any mistakes wrong in this game. I'm sure there were, but it's the first game of a new edition. I haven't played Seraphon in ages, but I really like the direction. I'd like to try a slan list out.
Yeah.
A summoning slan list.
If a slan with a fair few skink priests.
Yeah.
Build up those summoning tokens. That could do a lot of devastation, bringing on some heavy things.
Use like the Star Priests for actual magic, and then just have the slan giving up his spellcasting just to get those celestial configuration points. I think that could be really strong. Give him the trait Great Rememberer so he can teleport 2 units. You're summoning stuff on, then teleporting across the field.
Yeah.
That could be really, really powerful. I think Seraphon's going to be, competitively, I think they're going to be a massively top tier list.
If we're going with objectives like this, where we've got places to be, places to collect, and King of the Hills, that sort of thing, being able to jump around the board, invaluable.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I think Slaves to Darkness feel a lot better than what they were.
Yes.
Sorry, bear with us. My dog is going absolutely apeshit. Okay, continue.
Yeah, with the new auras, rather than just picking one unit within 6 inches
of each hero,
now having a bubble really feels a lot more.
Yeah,
it makes more sense, really.
Yeah, I think that's the only mistake we made is when your other knights that weren't command ability, we gave them the reroll ones, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, I like that it's wholly within 9 being Tzeentch. I like that it's just a consistent and always on aura, and then you've still got the command point to feel useful to give a unit a mark effectively with the actual Lord of Chaos.
They don't even need to have that mark.
No, exactly. That's really cool.
Any Slaves of Darkness unit, get that free buff for the turn.
What's awesome is I'm thinking you could do a really like flavourful Slaves to Darkness army where your general has Mark of the All-Favoured, the new Mark of the All-Favoured. Yes. They basically, the new Mark of the All-Favoured is they have every single Mark of Chaos. all 4 Chaos Gods. So that means they give an aura of all 4 buffs to, obviously they won't overlap onto units because they can't have marks, but they could, anywhere they go, they'll be benefiting one of their units if you have like a full-on undivided kind of army.
Yeah, that was a really nice improvement to see for where previously it was only every turn you can choose what mark you are.
Yeah.
Now where you just get all of them, I think it makes a hell of a lot more sense.
So cool. Yeah, because he's all favoured.
He's all favoured.
Makes sense, yeah.
And a lot less thinking when you're going through the turns.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's 2nd edition. I hope to see more 2nd edition battle reports in the future. I hope you enjoyed. Again, anything we can do to improve is always useful. And yeah, smash that like button and stuff, and subscribe. Is there anything you'd like to add, sir?
It's really hot outside.
It's super hot.
Really hot.
It's really hot.
I'm glad we got to play a game inside today because it's just really hot.
Yeah. So we'll sign off, but thank you so much for watching, and keep a lookout for more 2nd edition battle reports. I think you guys are just as excited as we are for them. So yeah, stay tuned. More on the way. Take it easy. Happy Warhammer game, guys. Peace.